is one of the most frustrating arguments that parents deal with on a daily basis. This is my son, Dylan, and if it were up to him, we would eat ravioli for every meal. 2 days a week, because of my school schedule, my son is with his grandparents, and both of those days, every single week, he convinces them to take him to Fazoli's, where he eats ravioli without sauce every single time. And I have begged them repeatedly, please, applesauce, fruit, something that's better for him. They claim grandparents' privilege and completely ignore me. Now imagine you had not one kid to fight with, but hundreds, if not thousands, for whose daily meals you were responsible. Add in the consideration of cost and strict federal regulations, and you begin to understand the position that public school food directors face across the Commonwealth of Kentucky every time they choose a new food for the cafeteria. Fortunately, the Kentucky Blueberry Growers Association is in the unique position to offer a solution that is tasty, nutritious, and most importantly, offers the versatility that school food directors need when planning menus. Is it healthy, but more importantly, will the kids even eat it? Presenting Blueberry Madness, a delicious blueberry oatmeal bar made from all natural ingredients and produce grown exclusively here in Kentucky, making it the perfect combination of something my son will eat and something I would be happy for him to eat. We at the University of Kentucky have identified a vast untapped market in the larger public school systems. Our marketing plan will address the viability of supplying our 3 current counties, as well as moving into Fayette and Jefferson County, where over 24,000 meals are served every day in Fayette County alone. This represents a lucrative opportunity not only for the Blueberry Growers Association, but an opportunity for school food directors to provide locally supportive, nutritious treats, unpronounceable chemicals not included. Now here's Jose to go over the market.
With children obesity increasingly becoming a serious epidemic across the nation, especially among Kentucky children, 10 to 17-year-olds are ranked 3rd in childhood obesity with a 19.7%, ranking number 8 in the nation, while high schoolers are ranked 3rd with a 16.5%. With programs like Let's Move, championed by the First Lady, Miss Michelle Obama, we can start to solve this problem with obesity with our younger generation by encouraging them to exercise and stay active every day. The Kentucky Proud program also provides Kentuckians with products that are raised and made here in Kentucky. The Kentucky Proud program generated $250 million from sales through Kentucky Proud members during the last 3 years. Our bar is a value-added product with which value-added agriculture accounted for $80 billion in 2004 and has continued to increase at a rapid pace every year. The Blueberry Madness bar is going to be served through school lunchtimes. This would not have been possible if it wasn't for the Farm to School program, where farmers sell to schools healthy food choices. The blueberries in our bar are locally grown here in Kentucky. The USDA provides competitive grants to assist eligible entities implementing farm-to-school programs to annually award up to $5 million. We chose to channel our bar through school lunch lines because it's a huge market and it will continue to expand with education. education being a way of our society. What better way to teach kids to eat healthier than while in school? Our target market will consist of 3 segments: food directors, students, and parents, with initial focus on food directors, because they are the ones in charge of getting the school items into the lunch line. In addition, we will incorporate a push-pull strategy which will push our bar to food directors by providing them with a list of all natural ingredients in our bar. With this, we wish to pull the healthy, conscious parents, which will encourage students to choose our bar over other options on the lunch line. Now, Alex, with market size and competitive analysis.
Thank you, Jose. Okay, so you can see this smaller cluster of counties right here. Those are our counties that we are currently supplying Blueberry Madness to right now. This county right here with the star this is Metcalfe County, which is where the Kentucky Blueberry Growers Association is headquartered. And this is Greene County and Russell County right here. So in year 1, we are expecting to just continue to provide our Blueberry Madness bars to these counties. In year 2, we are expecting to go ahead and start supplying to Fayette County, which is Lexington, Kentucky, the home of the University of Kentucky. This is the 2nd largest public school system in Kentucky, serving over 24,000 meals every single day. In year 3, we're planning to move over to Jefferson County, which is Louisville, Kentucky, home of the University of Louisville, where they serve over 60,000 lunches every day, making it the largest public school system in Kentucky. Now we can move into our competitive analysis. As you can see on page 2 of your executive summary, we've compared the data from our product to several other products that are similar to Blueberry Madness. Our quick, fresh, and convenient snack will be very appealing to all aspects of our target market. Students, because it will be very appealing to them on the school lunch line as they're going through their trays, and our product is very tasty. Parents, because their students are actually liking what they're eating while they're at school, and they're very healthy. School food directors, because the kids are happy and the parents are happy, and our product adheres to USDA regulations and guidelines. By looking at our chart, you will see that our Blueberry Madness bar is very cost efficient and healthy. There's only one product that is cheaper than our product, and it is Pop-Tarts. But as you can see, the sugar and calorie intake of Pop-Tarts exceed the Blueberry Madness nutritional value by far. While comparing these 6 blueberry treats, it is noticed that the Blueberry Madness bar is unbeatable when looking at the cost and the nutritional value combined. We feel that our product will be very appealing to school food directors because of the low costs and the nutritional value. After comparing our product to several other products, we can now move into the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of our product. Some of the strengths that we see are that this is a Kentucky Proud product, which is becoming more and more desirable in school districts across Kentucky, as food directors are trying to get more and more Kentucky grown and locally grown products into their school lunch lines. We also have low costs, but our product is still of a high quality. Our product also has a very high nutritional value, and our product adheres to USDA regulations, which is something that is very strict within school districts for food directors to follow. Our weaknesses are that we have a very small supply of blueberries currently in Kentucky. The production time for blueberries, especially from just planting a tree until the first harvest, is a very long time. So there's always a long startup time. And we also have to compete with other products that are already on the market and are already doing well. The opportunities that we see are growth. As I mentioned earlier with the market size, we're expecting to expand to the 2 largest public school systems in Kentucky within the next 3 years. And we're hoping to become, to expand more through value-added products. The threats that we see are environmental factors. We cannot predict if there's going to be a tornado, a flood, a drought, or any other type of environmental factor that could completely destroy our supply of blueberries altogether. Like I said, for a weakness, we have to always think about competition. If there's something else that could come out in the future that will surpass our product, and we also have to keep up with competitors already. And there's always the threat of food directors not purchasing our product and just sticking with what they already have purchased in the past and not moving towards more locally grown and Kentucky Proud products. Now, Helen will present the business proposition.
Thank you, Alex. There are a few conditions that exist in this market that make Blueberry Madness really likely to be successful. The first is that the Kentucky Blueberry Growers Association is actually the only blueberry growing cooperative in the state of Kentucky, which puts them in a unique position to provide Kentucky-grown blueberries. The second is that healthier lunchroom options are becoming a national talking point. With the First Lady's initiatives, a lot of media coverage, we're seeing people becoming more interested in what kids are actually consuming in schools. Thirdly, school food directors will be willing to pay a premium for a locally grown and healthy product. Currently, growers in the KBGA given that the Farm to School program will offset some of the additional costs of buying local versus buying from a large corporation like Kellogg's. And lastly, the growers in the Kentucky Blueberry Growers Association will see the profitability in a value-added product. Currently, they're mostly selling their blueberries in bulk in farmers markets and other markets, but we believe that they will channeling their energy to a value-added product will be a paradigm shift, but it will represent a large untapped market within the state of Kentucky. Due to these assumptions, we propose, firstly, a 900% increase in production of Blueberry Madness bars by the year 2017. Secondly, to earn an annual return of around $722,000 by the year 2017. And thirdly, to supply our current counties, Russell, Greene, and Metcalfe in the first year, to add Fayette County in the year 2016, and to add Jefferson County in the year 2017. And with that, here's Jessica with our action. Thank you, Helen. In order to launch Blueberry Madness, we will use a two-phase approach that will focus first on the food directors, secondly on kids and families. During phase one, we will introduce Kentucky Blueberry growers or school food directors to the Blueberry Madness bar. In speaking with school food directors, they indicated that School Nutrition Association events and publications were their go-to source of information on new products. In light of that information, we will purchase a membership with the Kentucky chapter of the School Nutrition Association. This will get us a booth at the state conference and also ads in the spring and fall editions of the industry magazine Challenger. In order to augment these ads, we will purchase 30 additional ads in the School Nutrition Association magazine. And lastly, we will, in order to connect with our customers personally, we'll conduct one-on-one presentations where we will focus on the locally grown and fresh produce aspects of our product, proving that the Blueberry Madness bar is better for kids and for the local economy than other options. In phase two, we will focus on kids and families. The primary when they're choosing their food. We will use a mix of promotional materials and product positioning techniques to create and maintain demand for our bar with both kids and parents. When a bar is first coming to a school, a short half-page promotional flyer will go home to parents, making them aware of the new choice, and that flyer will also be posted on the school's website. Blueberry Madness bar will appear on the line only 2 to 3 times per week, creating anticipation and allowing the kids to avoid being burnt out on the product. On the food line, there will be some signs that will talk about where the blueberries were grown, introducing this month's featured farmer, and also featuring Barry. So, yeah. This is Barry the Blueberry Guy. And as well as being featured on the signs in the cafeteria, and he will also be attending lunch at several of the elementary schools on the first day that the bar is featured in the school. And next we will have Nathan to go over the financial aspects of our plan.
Thank you, Jessica. All right, so in year one, our total sales will be derived from our sales to the 3 local county schools which we currently supply. Our first year will produce a net gain of $68,000, which is a great indication of our product's profitability. In year two, we will expand our reach to Fayette County schools and will increase our number of products sold to 65,000 batches. The local connections here with the University of Kentucky will help make this possible. Our year-end net income for year two will total to $274,000, which will generate enough interest in our product to build momentum and continue production increases. We will increase our production to 175,000 batches sold in year three in order to service Kentucky's largest school system, Jefferson County Schools. This increase will provide us with a net income of $722,000, and we hope that by targeting the state's largest counties, Fayette and Jefferson, we can attract the attention of surrounding counties to foster further expansion. Now I'll hand it over to Helen for monitoring that.
Thanks, Nathan. The Kentucky Blueberry Growers Association will continue efforts to monitor the market success of Blueberry Madness. The KBGA will evaluate progress in 4 categories: production, profitability, relationship with school systems, and the actual rate of consumption of the bar. The KBGA is a small organization and expansion is a top priority. Focusing on the production of the value-added product would naturally bolster the organization's initiatives and ensure that they keep up with increased demand. Given the rapid growth the organization has seen in the past few years, a reasonable goal would be to increase production by 900% by the year 2017. If this goal is not met, the organization will explore ways to either increase blueberry production or attract more farmers to the growing cooperative. Additionally, the KBGA will continue to monitor profitability of their blueberry products. This is particularly necessary as the business expands to new school systems. Given some variability in input prices, the KBGA will look for a net income of around $722,000 in the year 2017. If revenues fall short of this goal, the cooperative will examine extra transportation costs incurred, look for cheaper packaging options, and attempt to create relationships with school districts not currently involved with the organization's products. The organization should seek to establish relationships with the 2 largest markets in the state, Jefferson County and Fayette County schools. The KBGA will seek to supply their value-added products to these school systems in addition to the 3 school systems they already supply by the year 2017. If this goal is not met, the growers should look for marketing support either from the University of Kentucky's Cooperative Extension Service or the Department of Agriculture's Marketing Division. Lastly, the KBGA will evaluate how many of the Blueberry Madness bars are actually being consumed by students, not just purchased by food directors. This will require either employee time or cooperation by the schools in reporting how many bars are picked up as an a la carte option and option when they are offered for breakfast or lunch, and recording how many bars remain untouched when the trays return to the dish room. This will help the organization to determine the bar's competitiveness against other a la carte options, such as Pop-Tarts and chicken bars, and help them tweak their marketing strategy to ensure school food directors are investing effectively in Blueberry Madness. And still need to write an ending. Yeah. So thank you all so much for listening, and
what would an ending sound like?
well, I'm going to try to think of something